Yes, I'm here. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, everyone, for being here. I'm going to go ahead and just go over a couple of things. Not going to take too much of your time, just so that everyone is aware. We're going to try and give the bulk of the time to Julie so that she can show us how she's using GroupLink's Everything Help Desk and how that has benefited her organization there at Eau Claire Schools. So before we get into that, I just want to talk a little bit about a new solution that we have, which is GroupLink Mobile Device Management, or MDM. Really, this solution is to give you, as a school district, the ability to manage the mobile devices that you're seeing in your organization. So whether that's, iPads, iPhones, Android devices, et cetera. So if you have students or teachers or other faculty bringing in devices, such as an iPhone, and you need to be able to manage those, which you should, we have a solution for you to be able to do that. Also, if, say, as we've seen in education, such a trend as going towards purchasing iPads or other tablets for their organization, this solution gives you the ability to manage those devices. So let's say that you, as a school district, have gone out and you've purchased all these iPads, and now what do? You have all these iPads sitting there. You want to be able to do something with them. Well, with GroupLink's mobile device management, you can actually manage those devices. You can take these iPads or other tablets and you can create policies for them. You can say that only certain apps can be downloaded onto them. You can lock down certain features of the device. You can see the status of them, get other data from those devices, and be able to monitor and see what is going on with each one of those mobile devices. So this tool is really powerful for you to be able to manage all of these devices that are coming into your school. We've really seen the need for that in schools, to be able to manage those devices and see what's happening, and really lock those down and keep them secure. A couple other things to take note of is I'm going to just show you this little thing here. It's just some of the things that this mobile device management will do for you. You can create security policies. There's some dashboards for you to monitor what's going on with them. There's an end-user self-service portal. You can track them, generate reports, etc. There's a lot of things you can do with this solution, and there's a lot of data that you can get from them as well. What I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to show you just briefly some things that you can do to be able to monitor and manage these devices. So, so right here is if, let's see, give me a second. We're going to share my screen. Can everyone see my screen okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. So right here is just, I'm going to first start out here. This is just a dashboard that you can see right off the bat as you log into the mobile device management solution to kind of see what's happening. You'll be able to see the policies that you have and the devices that are on that policy, what carriers these devices have, what operating systems they have. You can see there's Android, BlackBerry, iOS. You'll be able to see some of the usage. So here is some examples of the phone usage, all the text. So you'll see in the last 30 days that this user, G. Heitman at grouplink.net, has had 4 texts. QMangus has had 1. You can actually then drill down and look at each one of your users and see what devices they have. So I'm going to go into QMangus here, which is to see what he's been doing. So you can actually go in here and look at information about this device. So this is an Android device. And you can see that it's synced up today at 11 a.m. Some of the information that was given is the battery, the memory, the signal strength, et cetera. So you can really drill down in and see what's going on with this device. There's some audit information as well. You can search the phone log. You can actually go back and maybe do a date range here of the past month and really see what the usage of this device has been. So you'll be able to see all the phone calls that have been made. And you can even go as deep into look into text messages. Now, these things are all set up by your policies that you have created for your school to be able to monitor and track your devices. So you can. So here's an example of some of the text messages that have been going on with this particular device. You can actually go in and see the actual text message as well. The last thing I'm going to just mention really quick, and before I go into that, I just want to make mention, if you are interested in this mobile device management solution, please contact us and we'll be able to show you more about how this solution can help you. A couple other things really quick. I'll go back to the first page there when you saw each one of the users, just some of the things that you can do. Let's say that you have an iPad or other device in your organization and it's been lost. You can actually wipe that entire device. If there's any secure information that's on that device, you can completely wipe it. You can do a selective wipe. You can disable the device. There's a lot of things you can do. You can lock the device. There's just many things you can do to be able to really manage those devices. And you can set these policies based on what you have in your school. So I'm going to stop that sharing really quick. And if there's any questions about what I've gone over, please feel free to put that through in the Q&A and chat. But just wanted to give everybody an overview of that offering that we have, which is mobile device management, which is new for us. And we really think that it can help you to be able to keep track of what's going on in your school. So Amy, I'm going to go ahead and turn the time back to you, and we'll go on from there. Thanks, everyone.
Perfect. Thank you, Q. Okay, so before we get started, Q, just real quickly, did you want to talk about GroupLink, MDM, and everything help desk in the cloud?
Thanks, Amy. Yeah, I did fail to mention that, but yes, the MDM solution that I just discussed, you do have the option of having that as an on-premise version, or there's also a cloud version. So if you want to be able to use that solution, you can use it either way. Also, we have just recently come out with a hosted version of the Everything Help Desk. So the solution that Julie uses and that she's going to demonstrate is now something that can be hosted for you. So if you're looking for a hosted solution of a help desk, we do have that offering now as well. Kind of helps you to be able to reduce your costs, your overall costs, by not having to have that server in-house, and be able to just have something that we can host for you and manage for you.
Perfect. Thank you, Q. Now, before we get into Julie's presentation, I just wanted to mention the promotion that we are running right now. For every 5 full technician licenses of Everything Help Desk purchased by the end of this month, you will receive a new MacBook Air. And if you have any questions about that, you can put it through on either the chat or the Q&A, or we have our phone number down here at the bottom of the slide. You can contact a representative. Okay, so as we mentioned before, we're going to have Julie presenting today. She is with Eau Claire Area School District, and she will be talking about creating powerful reports to be sent on a schedule using ticket templates and workflow. Also, the knowledge base and other ways that she uses Everything Help Desk. Now, just a reminder, if you have any questions during her presentation, you can put them through on the chat or on the Q&A, and we'll get to questions at the end. So let's see. Julie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hello?
Okay, perfect. I'm going to go ahead and make you the presenter, and you can share your screen from there.
Okay, so I'm good to go?
Yes, if you just go in the top under the share, you should be able to share your desktop from there.
I don't see the share. Yeah, I'm not seeing the share.
Oh, sorry
No?
about that. It's just at the very top, in the top left-hand corner. There should be a drop-down for share.
Quick start.
It's just right above the Quick Start tab.
Share my desktop. Slide 1. Got it.
Okay, perfect, and we can see your screen now.
Okay. Yeah, and I was just going to talk a little bit today about why and how the Eau Claire School District uses GroupLink. And I'm Julie Lowy. I'm with the Eau Claire School District. I've been in the district for 20 years, 3 years at an elementary, 6 years doing the hardware-software integration at the high school. Last summer I moved to the central office to implement GroupLink. And I'm responsible for managing user accounts, managing file storage and permissions, district emails, managing the district's printers, business software at the board office, and triage for the help desk system. Our district IT department services about 4,000 desktop computers. We have about 330 laptops, 320 network printers, along with 300 other standalones, 300 document cameras, data projectors, 1650 IT phones, 70 servers, 270 switches, cameras, mobile memory devices, music and reading machines, along with a multitude of ever-evolving electronic devices the students can get their hands on. And this is the first year we've implemented wireless connections throughout the district. Along with that, we have about 750 pieces of software that we service all the hardware, curriculums, and office needs. 12,000 users. We're at 21 different locations. And why did we choose GroupLink? Well, the software fits our needs and it fit our budget. It was incredibly easy to install and set up and test. It was easy to customize to our needs. It was easily integrated with our LDAP system, so we didn't have to enter all the users. As they logged in, they get added to the system. It had a web-based interface, so we didn't have to install any software on the machines. And we liked the speed. You know, when you click on a page, it loads quite quickly. It's good with our mobile phones when our techs are out on the road. It's a nice way to gather an email e-trail history of the communication of each ticket. You know, as you communicate back to the user. It was super easy to train our technicians and staff how to work with the system. We had a 2-hour training that GroupLink provided for our technicians. And our end users is basically a 2-minute how-to. We did a Camtasia video, and a lot of our staff meetings, they just did a demonstration. It also has a nice workflow system and reporting tools that we like. We purchased GroupLink last July. We went live with GroupLink 2 months later in September at the start of the school year. We're starting our second year with GroupLink. GroupLink has had great support when we've needed them, and we have future plans to bring our Buildings and Grounds department on board with the system. Our custodians who do our general maintenance, heating and cooling, electrical, plumbing, carpentry, and all that, we can get loaded on here too. We're hoping to by the end of the summer. Right now with GroupLink, we have purchased 47 licenses. We have 37 technicians licensed and 12 licenses that GroupLink calls placeholders. And these would be our 12 placeholders right here. We have a Memorial High School, North High School, and these are the people that belong to those groups, DeLong Middle School, North Star Middle School, South, and then our ticket pool. All our tickets generally get put into these ticket pools, and if we can't fix it at the top level here, we'll assign it to a NOC, the AV repair, the office, Skyward, which is our student information system. Special ed department has their own queue. Tech day queue are for when the guys have to leave the shop and go on site, and our BiTech system. So those would be our 12 placeholders for groups of people that we're using. At the elementary schools, our media specialists are the first line of technical support for their staff. They enter all the tickets for the staff, but they are not technicians. We're not paying a technician's license for them. But all their elementary tickets default to the ticket pool. And some of the staff work between schools, so they've been trained to use GroupLink, so sometimes they'll enter their own tickets at the elementary school, which, because the media specialist is not a technician, she won't be able to see the ticket. So at the end of a week, GroupLink, I have it programmed to send the media specialists a weekly report to see all the jobs in their building. But I hear with the new version of GroupLink, we'll be able to take care of that and allow the media specialists to see all the tickets in their building. But right now, if you're not a technician, you can only see the tickets that you enter. Okay, I'm going to just kind of log in here and kind of show you how I have my page set up. Okay, and when I log in as a technician, this is what I'll see because I can see all the tickets at all the schools. End users will just see their own tickets. But right now, anything that comes into the ticket pool, I will get a look at, and I can see if I can fix it, or if not, I'll reassign it. Everything that I've assigned to myself, I have here in my tab under Everything's Assigned to Me. I manage all the user accounts in the district, so if there's something I can do here, I'll do that next. Central Office and Service Center. We have the middle schools now, and they work for the elementary schools. So you can see DeLong has Lakeshore, Putnam Heights, Roosevelt, North Star Middle School, and these are the elementary schools. I've got the high school tickets. I can see all their tickets here, Memorial and North. I have a queue here for all the tickets in the district. If I have to do a search somewhere, I can look there. I have a tab for my summer jobs. Well, this would be any jobs in the district that we're doing throughout the summer. And then I like to see my closed tickets. So I have my closed tickets here in case I have to look anything up to see how we fixed something in the past. The tabs are quite easy to set up here. If you go into ticket filters, let me just try and set one up. These are all my ticket filters that I use throughout GroupLink. It's nice you can either make them public or private. Private filters are only for the technicians. Public filters anyone in the district can use. And here is how I would quickly set one up. Okay, anything we have checked here is going to show up in your ability to search. So you can see here I want to look, I'll do category. And a category, I'll set up a ticket for hardware. I just want to see hardware. But you can see that you can set this for anything that you really want to configure it to your own special needs. Hardware, and I want to pick the status does not equal closed. So I only want to see the open tickets for hardware. I'm going to call this ticket 0 hardware, just so it sorts first. And then I'm going to save the filter. Okay, you'll notice these things here too are checked. If you check them, they will show up on your page, and these can be sorted. I like to see them by ticket number first. Of course, everything in the district is high priority, so I'm going to put that last. But I'm going to have everything. I want to see ticket number, location, and you can pick what you want to see just by checking or unchecking these boxes, and they'll show up. Okay, now let's test the filter. I'll apply it and see what kind of results I end up with. And this would be all the hardware tickets open in our district right now. So that's the test. So you know the filter works, and I saved it. So I'm going to go back to my ticket page. I'm going to customize my tabs, and I will add a tab. And I'm going to make it at the end, so I'll leave it 20, hardware should show up number 1. Save the changes. You can rename the tab 2 there too. So now when I go back to my tickets, hardware should show up at the end, and I can see all my hardware tickets. And you can do this with any one of your, anything you want to see, whatever your technicians are able to, are trained to look at. You can set their tabs up any way they want to. Go back to my tickets here too. You can sort on any one of the columns. So if I want to see all the, say, Lakeshore's tickets, I can just sort and I'll find Lakeshore. You can sort by category, who it's assigned to, who the contact is. Any one of these are sortable. So that's really nice. Another nice feature that we like is if, let's say, I'm going to go to Mans, I won't have access to my computer, so I can highlight Mans, and maybe on the way I'm going to stop at the service center, so I can highlight the service center. Tickets also, I can export the tickets. You can export the whole page, or only the ones you select into a PDF document, and you can print this out and take this with you on the road. Not all our technicians have cell phones, so this is what I would take, and it would tell me where, whatever you want to, whatever you have in your ticket, it'll show up here. So the category, who it's assigned to, who to contact when I get to the building and talk to them, that's all there. So we really like that feature. The little icons here too, these icons here on the side show you, like if I set out a ticket, Tally Anderson, this tells me they replied. So if I click on the ticket to open it up, I can show you that I sent them. Does this only do it for you, or does it do it for everyone? And then she replied with a response. So the little ticket, the little flag is nice to tell me when they answer me back. The little paper clip means there's attachment here too, and this is something else we like too, our ticket templates. So this is the parent ticket, and I will show you that a little bit later. Well, let me get right into it here now. Ticket templates. So when we have someone in our district that changes a name, typically I will change the name in the system, and then I send tickets out to let everybody know, sub-tickets to let other people know that the name's been changed and they'll need to update things too. The NOC here is in charge of the phone system, so they'll rename the phones. Mr. Wells here, he is in charge of the website, so he'll update the website, and our Skyward accounts too. So it'll, as soon as I change the name, I save the ticket, and it sends out these tickets. I can also see now that they've all finished doing their jobs, and I can close my ticket. It'll tell me if the ticket's still open and they still need to get the job done. So that's kind of a nice feature, and I can kind of a little bit show you how that gets set up. Parent tickets and ticket templates. Okay. The users just simply, if they want to create a ticket, just simply click on this. Their contact name will come in here automatically because of the connection with our LDAP. They'll select the location of their school. They can pick the category and the category option, and say they pick a computer. It allows you to set up additional information you might need here from the user that we might need to fix the project. And now because this is an elementary school, you can set these all up to automatically default to the ticket pool. If I picked a high school, it's because I'm logged as a technician that I can see all the other groups. But right now, only the end users will see ticket pool. Whereas if I would have picked the high school, just to kind of show you, and I pick a category option, it'll default to North High School. So that's how we have our system set up here. So it's nice. Our system also, what's nice too, is the phone number here. If our technician out on the road, all they'll have to do is click on this and it'll call the contact. Notifications, are automatically set up, so when the ticket is created, the technician will get an email. If I uncheck this box, he won't want me off of the CO3. Okay, just a minute, I have to, oh, I see here. I have to get off one of my servers here at the moment, so. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so we really like the way the tickets are customized to whatever we need them to ask the users. If there's a star, you can make them mandatory, so we need a room number if they're going to fill out this ticket. So that is kind of nice. I'm going to log out now and log in as the administrator. And show you the reports that are sent to the elementary schools on Sundays. I have it set up to one day a week. So if I get into my reports, these are a lot of the reports we have set up. And you can see each of the elementary schools here are set up for their reports. And you can see they're turned on and running. So every night on Sunday, they will get this email. And you can see all who the contact is, the ticket number, when it was entered. Here's one, Greg entered. See, Carolyn Akovit is the media specialist, so she enters most of the tickets, but there are a few in here that she did not enter, and so now she'll know the needs in her building. It also sends this nice little chart. You know, we have hardware issues, we have network issues, a couple things in other, and one software for all the tickets. So that's kind of nice for the media specialist to get. Okay. So the other thing we use here, I'll show you our ticket templates. I'll climb back into settings here. Ticket templates. And here's our new hire ticket template. So when we get a new hire, we just have one child ticket under there, but we fill that out and then it sends the directions to them. Test our emergency phone numbers. I have that set up so once every 2 months, it generates a ticket for me to call the elementary schools emergency phone numbers, make sure they're connecting, make sure they work, make sure somebody is there answering the phones. So we do that twice a month, every other month. So the recurrence is set. So that's the emergency phone numbers, tickets, and then username change. This is the one where we have that generates other tickets. Here's our parent ticket. We fill that out, and here's all the information that we're going to need to do when we have a parent name change or a name change. And here's this other tickets for Skyward, the NOC, and the web. Here you can set that up in workflow so that when we create the ticket, it goes into the parent ticket. When I set it to work in progress, it will generate the other tickets and send those out to the other users. So that's pretty much how we use ticket templates. The other feature of GroupLink that we like a lot is their knowledge base, where you can put things, how to do things, how to fix things, how to repair things. Again, you can add knowledge base articles and you can either make them public or private. Private ones are only for the technicians and the public ones are all for the end users. It sorts by how many are viewed the most. Right now, the command to rotate the image on a computer monitor, which a lot of the students kind of know how to do, but then other students don't, or other teachers. So all we have to do is click on the ticket. We can just enter an email address in here. And we can send the directions on how to re-rotate the screen to that user. It works very nice. Okay, that's about all I had for today. Are there any questions?
I have not seen any questions come through yet. Again, if you do have questions, feel free to put those through on the chat or the Q&A.
Okay.